What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're once again back here with another new look rebuild as we're finally getting around back in the Western Conference to a team like the Golden State Warriors. Not sure why I waited so long to do this team, but let's just go ahead and jump in and do a new look 5-year Golden State Warriors rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs. So you want to help us reach that goal, that would be absolutely amazing. But let's talk about the Golden State Warriors are looking like. Of course, the big departure this offseason is Klay Thompson. He is no longer a Warrior for the first time in so many damn years, as we all know. He's on the Mavericks now, and this is what we're working with. So we got Stephen Curry, Kuminga, Draymond Green, Podziemski, Wiggins. Now, the problem with the Warriors is basically Stephen Curry is kind of a lone wolf now, and he's still extremely good. And of course, they got a bunch of championships already with them, so it's not like there's much pressure for him to get a championship or anything. But if they do want to try to make one more last final run, maybe the Warriors end up doing something. I know they tried to get LeBron James at the at the deadline, this previous deadline, but of course that was a pipe dream, never was going to happen. But we're going to just simulate year one. I'm not really expecting much with this team. This team, like, yeah, they made some moves, but I'm not really looking at this team thinking they're about to be a contender in the West. Maybe they're a play-in team, playoff team, but if I had to choose today, I think they're probably a play-in / maybe out of the playoffs, but I could be wrong. So the NBA season's always crazy, so we got to cut a couple of guys. I know Quentin Post just signed, so I'm going to cut a couple guys, and then I'll see you guys in rotation. All right, so let's see what this is about to look like. So this is what we got going. So Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, of course, the new Splash Brothers, I guess. Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, Andrew Wiggins, Kuminga, Draymond Green, Podziemski, Moses Moody, D'Anthony Melton, Trace Jackson Davis, and then Kevon Looney as someone who could get minutes as well. Then Kyle Slow-Mo's just completely out of the rotation right now, which I think is probably something that's not going to happen. They paid him a little bit of money, so I'd imagine he would play. But this team is kind of deep to where I don't know who I'm taking out of the rotation to put him in, because I guess we could put Kyle Anderson over Looney, I guess, and then we leave. I kind of feel bad. You know, as a Blazers fan, I don't feel bad for leaving GP2 out of the rotation, but I would understand why, for the Warriors, it would make sense for him to be in it. But at the end of the day, I don't know what we're going to do with this team. Stephen Curry, I want to try to get him one last championship, of course. But we'll have to see if we're going to be able to do that. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. So I know they tried to get Lauri Markkanen. They, made some offers, and they had a chance to get Zach LaVine. Of course, they wanted nothing to do with that. But we're going to go ahead and regardless simulate year number one, and we are simply going to see what we do at the deadline, because I think that would be probably an important step to try to get Stephen Curry one last championship here. Today's video is brought to you by two softwares designed to help you beat the sports books and become a much profitable sports bettor. We're starting on Daily Grind Fantasy's Optimizer. So if you plan out to Prize Picks, Underdog, or any other of those DFS apps, having a tool like this is insanely clutch, guys. As you can see, kind of late at night as I'm recording this, so we don't have a lot of like main sports lines or anything like that, but football and basketball are right around the corner, as we all know. And there's actually some NFL lines already on the board. As you can see, James Conner under 6.5 rushing yards in week one, it looks like. I don't know exactly who they're playing, but you have two other books listing at 56.5, 56.5. Now, while this may not work out, we're clearly taking the best value possible, where we take the under at 6.5, two other books taking it at 56.5. It would make no sense for us to say, let's go to these books and, take the under on these. And if you really wanted to take the over instead, then go to one of these other books and take the over instead. That would just make a lot more sense. Don't take it on Prize Picks. But yeah, that's basically what this tool does. It scans value across the market, and it gives you the best bang for your buck, which is why I highly recommend Daily Grind Fantasy. And then, of course, I love to use OddsJam's positive EV tool as well. This, whatever reason, every time I'm trying to plug it, okay, finally loads. Okay, so basically what this does, it compares discrepancies across traditional sports books. Now, OddsJams does have a fantasy optimizer as well, similar to DGF. So both of them are extremely good, which is why I use both of them. But as you can see, if we take a look at maybe this first 3 inning run line, obviously kind of a liquid market, not a ton of books posted in line on this, but as you can see, it would make no sense for us to go to Caesars or DraftKings and say, let's take this spread at -110 when we can get it at -115 on Fanatics. It just wouldn't make any sense, which is why you use a tool like this. That way, like I said, you're finding value across the market. And then last but certainly not least, I guess Prize Picks just dropped a discount all of a sudden, which is interesting. But if you guys want to check out Prize Picks, check it out. Links down in the description below. Use code Crushables to match first deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. So yeah, make sure to check it out. Make sure to check out DGF to check out OddsJam. Highly recommend all three of these links down the description. Check them out. On that, let's get back to the video. So we are at the trade deadline as we are 26 and 25 on the season, and I'm trying to look at what we can do to possibly bring in some talent to help Stephen Curry out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have a little bit of a weird, bizarre idea. I don't even know if I'll be able to pull it off, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway. So we go ahead and take a look at like the most interesting thing I could possibly do here at this deadline. Kawhi Leonard definitely crossed my mind as well. Like maybe the Clippers would make him available, and maybe the Warriors would be interested. I know they had some interest in Jimmy Butler as well, but he is untouchable. So Kawhi Leonard is interesting, but I know it's just kind of a waste of time in 2K. I think if I get Kawhi right now, I don't think we'd go very far still, but maybe I shouldn't worry about that. And we just, it's the principle of getting Stephen Curry some help. The other one I thought of, which I think would be kind of interesting, is, of course, trying to get LeBron James. There's been some tension there. They just loved how, they play together in the Olympics. So would we be able to get LeBron James? That is an interesting question. I'm going to try. I don't know. So I'm going to try, I think, for LeBron and Kawhi, because I think those are two guys that can actually make a ton of sense to come help, Stephen Curry, maybe try to come win one more championship. So let's start with LeBron James, even though this is a pipe dream. I don't know how easy this would be to pull off. So, of course, if you're the Warriors, you really got to be, I think, fairly careful with what you're offering here, because LeBron James is going to retire. Now, the problem with this is you'd be leaving his son behind. So we got to see if we can get Bronny James inserted this trade as well. That way both of them come over, but I don't know, man. This is just going to be a fun little idea. I highly doubt I get this to go through, but we could try it anyway. So, we probably have to include Anthony Melton's salary, and then we probably have to include, like, another solid player. So maybe it's Moses Moody or something like that. So let's start with that, and then maybe Reddish is coming back. Okay, so, again, I don't know if this is even, like, going to be plausible to get done, but I think we'd have to throw a bunch of firsts in, and I think we'd be silly to do so. I would at least trade my 2025 because we're getting a chance to LeBron James. And then I guess in theory, I'll try to keep it at 1, but I don't know. What do you say to that? So they don't agree to that, but it wasn't like a total no. So maybe I throw a couple seconds. No. Yeah, this is going to be hard to do. LeBron James, even though he's old, he's still a 94 overall. So, okay, wow. They just countered me with only a second round pick. We could actually do this. 2 first-round picks, Moses Moody. Is this too much to give up LeBron James? But we're pairing Steph and LeBron together. I mean, it makes a ton of sense, right? We're also bringing Bronny over, so there's no issues there. You know what? I'm going to pull the trigger on it. I am. It does definitely maybe would be stupid to trade your future 2029 pick. But at the end of the day, we're getting LeBron James, and I plan on hopefully being good in that year anyway. So, you know what? Welcome Bronny and LeBron to the Golden State Warriors. All right. I like it. This is interesting. So, I think we can play LeBron at power forward. We're going to have him for at least 2 seasons. He's going to play this season and then the next one. We'll move Kuminga to small forward. That's going to make things very interesting. So, we're going to do something like that. And let's see what the rotation is looking like now. So, now you have Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, Kuminga, LeBron James, and Draymond Green. So, very interesting. I messed with it. And, of course, LeBron James and Draymond Green are pretty tight as well. Podziemski, Trace Jackson Davis, Kevon Looney, Gary Payton, and Kyle Anderson. So we did have some depth still. So honestly, we're looking solid. I don't think there's much else we need to do. I think we go ahead and run it like this. We bring in LeBron James, which is something I did not think we'd be able to pull off at the deadline. But here goes nothing, man. We pair Steph and LeBron to start this video. I actually think it's technically probably not going to happen, but it's not out of the realm of possibility, as I can say. But let's summon the rest of the season at 26 and 25, and let's see if LeBron and Steph can go win one last championship together. So at the end of year 1, Luka wins MVP, Alex Sarr is your Rookie of the Year, Russell Westbrook 6th man on the Nuggets, Wembanyama Defensive Player, and Cade Cunningham Most Improved, and Trey is your Clutch Player. So here's your NBA first team. Do we get LeBron and Steph? One of them at least? Yes, we get LeBron James making it. No Stephen Curry, it looks like, unfortunately. But here's all offensive first team and all defensive second team. All rookie first team and all rookie second team. We get Dalton Connect. Or sorry, we're not the Lakers today. We're the Warriors. My bad. I was thinking I'm the Lakers for a second because I have LeBron James. And wow, what a first round matchup we just drew. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. We draw the Thunder. So the odds of us beating the Thunder, I assume, are fairly slim. But I guess never say never. So 11 for Podziemski, 19 from Kuminga, 24 from LeBron, and 27 from Stephen Curry. So 8 and 5 from Trace Jackson Davis, 7 and 6 from Draymond. But here goes nothing. So, 9-man rotation going into things. Actually, yeah, let's run 9-man. Let's shrink bench utilization all the way down to like 35 or something crazy like that. That way we're playing our starters a bunch of minutes. So we'll see how this goes, man. Don't have a lot of optimism going against a team like the Thunder in round 1, but you never know, I guess. So they got Shea, Isaiah Joe. I mean, at least this is before they have like all the first round picks they're about to be taking, you know, in these upcoming drafts. So maybe we have a chance, but let's see what happens. So somebody current round against the Thunder, and we are gonna be in an even series with them. So it's not like we were just rolling over and dying so far, which is a good sign. So they do want to start Trace Jackson Davis over Draymond, which is interesting. Maybe we need more size to defend Chet, although I think Draymond, you know, is bulky enough to deal with the skinny Chet. But it's looking good right now. We might win this game 5. We almost blew it. They actually got back in it, but we win this game 5. All right, well, if we can win this game 6, then maybe we could beat anybody. I don't know. But this is a huge game 6. If we lose this and we go to a game 7 in Oklahoma City, I'm not sure how confident I feel. But man, I would love to see Steph and LeBron get out round 1 here. But the Thunder are going to blow us out in Golden State, unfortunately. Okay. Well, here goes nothing, man. Game 7. This is to get to the second round. Can we do it? We don't have a ton of time with LeBron and Steph together. The closer game, at least. We're not getting blown out. It's going to be very close. Could we take the lead back? We're down 5. I don't think we're going to get past the Thunder here, man. Yeah, just an unfortunate first-round matchup. You know, playing the Thunder is not really what I wanted to happen. But we pushed them 7. Unfortunately, the young team is just better than a 40-year-old LeBron and Steph. So Denver, you're going to have Denver going on to beat the Celtics in 5. LeBron James does not retire this time around. Wow, so we actually could keep him for 3 seasons, technically, which is kind of fun because, you know, it's kind of cool that he, you know, came to this team. So I'm excited about that. So hopefully we can keep him around for 2 more years and him and Steph can try to make it happen. So we got no draft picks, of course, because we just traded it. But it ends up being 23 in this draft, which, again, this draft is good. So it's still a good pick regardless. But at the same time, I'm okay with it because we have LeBron James. At least I still think we have him right because he definitely did not retire yet. So he's here. He's, of course, 41, so that plays a factor. But I don't care. I'm excited about what we could possibly do because I think we need a traditional 5. I think Draymond Green is going to have to be, I don't know. We could keep him around, but he's going to have to be like a backup power forward. He can't be our center. Like, that's maybe a problem we had. So that could be something we should try to solve, but we might need his contract. So I don't know. Definitely going to be some decisions to make. But let's get into draft night and let's figure out if we have a draft pick. I doubt we do, considering we just traded it. And yeah, so no draft picks for us. Let's go to player options. So options, we have LeBron James declining, which is something I didn't really want to see happen, but he's there. You know, he's declining it. Garuba actually might be huge to bring back. So LeBron James is getting no good offers. So we're going to give him a 2-year deal to see if he'll play out 2 years, but I don't know if he will. And then Kuminga, of course, we're just going to re-sign as well. So we're just going to bring both of them back. So Kuminga and LeBron, welcome back to, I keep saying LA because we're not the freaking Lakers. We're the Warriors. Welcome back to California. Okay. So Stephen Curry, Bronny James, Podziemski, Buddy Hield. We probably could use Buddy Hield's salary and Kyle Anderson's salary. We did sign Gary Payton to a minimum extension, and same thing with Looney. So, I don't know. I think we need to upgrade the 5 spot, though. 100%, I'm moving Draymond to power forward. He's got to go to power forward, unfortunately. He's probably going to regress there, too. But at least he'll be like a 78 or something like that, at least. And be fine as a backup power forward. But we need a legitimate 5-man that I can feel confident in grabbing a bunch of boards. I like Trace Jackson Davis, don't get me wrong. But if he's the backup, I think that's kind of where I'd rather have him. So I think that's where I'm going with, what I'm going to do next. So we do need a backup point guard as well. And that might have to be Alvarado. So I'm going to sign Alvarado to be our backup point guard. I know Bronny is there as well, but I don't think he's ready just yet. And then no other bird rights. Okay. Would Atlanta do a sign and trade with me for Capella? I don't know if they would, because Capella would be kind of nice if we could bring him in. So he has no offers right now. I would have to wait till he gets an offer, of course. We can't get him on a minimum. There's absolutely no way he's accepting that. So let's see if he gets offers. If he doesn't, we might just... So Capella still has no offers. I'm surprised. It would be awesome if I could get him on a minimum like he used to be able to back in the day. But, we're getting closer to him actually being interested in a minimum contract. That would be kind of crazy if we got Capella on a minimum, but I doubt we get that lucky. And yeah, he's insulted. Even though there was a little bit of interest, he's insulted. Okay. So Capella for $60 million, of course, for the minimum is not going to happen. Aaron Sharp would be solid as well, but again, the minimum is just going to upset all these guys probably. Drummond, yeah, he's going to get upset too. Okay, so I think we got to trade for our center, so we'll see if we can potentially go get that. So as far as centers that we could get that I think could help out this team, I'm looking at Zubac around $19 million. I'm also looking at Okongwu, who I like as well. But I think Zubac would be probably a little bit more realistic to get, I imagine. So we'll see if we could get him. I don't know if we're going to have all the money in the world to offer him, but we're going to try. So, or offer, I should say, in this trade. So we're going to offer Buddy Hield to start things off. And then we're probably going to have to offer Anderson's contract as well. So Buddy Hield and Kyle Anderson, that's going to give up some depth. But I think getting Zubac is definitely a need. So does Buddy Hield, Kyle Anderson, a second get something done? And no, they don't agree to that. I don't want to trade a first-round pick, obviously. Maybe Quentin Post goes in the trade as well, and that doesn't get it done either. So that would be my best offer. I'm not throwing I mean, in theory, Zubac could be worth the first, but I don't know. Do I want to do that? Not really. Maybe if we move Anderson to small. No, he's already at small forward. Never mind. So that's not going to make a difference. Okay. What do we do? So let's throw Buddy Hield and Kyle Anderson and Quentin Post in a trade. Does that get me a center at all? Let's see. Peyton Pritchard, Derek Jones, Brandon Clark, not the center I'm looking for. Nick Richards, no thank you. Lakers, no. Grayson Allen, nothing. I didn't like any of those offers. Okay, without Quentin Post, just Buddy Hield and Anderson's contract. We need a 5-man. Anybody want to volunteer to give me that? No. So far, nothing. Okay. I didn't want to do this, but I have to go talk to the Blazers. I think Robert Williams would be potentially gettable. He's on the last year of his deal. I mean, I just think he'd give us a presence there that we could definitely use. Now, relying on him to stay healthy, of course, is a whole nother problem. But I'm going to offer Kyle Anderson, and let's say it's Quentin Post salary. And then can I get rid of a second-round pick to do this? This is probably going to be hard to do. I could trade Gary GP2 back to the Blazers or Looney. I don't know. Does this do this for Robert Williams? I mean, they get a second-round pick. Robert Williams would probably have no value. It'd be hard for him to have value because of his injury history, but they still don't agree to that. So we might be stuck with the center we have right now, which kind of sucks because I guess Garuba comes back. He's up to a 77, which is nice. I don't know, man. Draymond Green's regressed, which I figured would be the case. So Garuba going up is great and all, but that doesn't really help us right now. I think at the deadline, we have to find a center, man. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. At the deadline, we got to target a center. So that is probably what I'll be looking to do. Maybe even getting a shooting guard upgrade. I guess what we could do is actually move Podziemski into the starting 5. Maybe we do that. He actually might end up doing that himself this year. So yeah, we're actually going to be looking pretty good in year 2, I imagine. So let's see what this is looking like with LeBron, Steph, Podziemski potentially inserting himself in the starting 5 again. So let's see. Proficiency, 4-star. So Podziemski is starting. They want to start Garuba, which is kind of interesting. So it's Stephen Curry, Podziemski, Kuminga, LeBron, and Garuba. I don't hate it, but again, it needs change at the deadline, man. Draymond, I said was going to come off the bench, then Looney, and then Alvarado. So that's fine with me. We'll run this 9-man rotation. We definitely got some work to do at the deadline, but overall, this roster is, solid. So we'll see what we're looking like at the deadline. So we are at the trade deadline as we're doing really good on the season right now. 35-17. Even with Garuba as the starting center, things are going extremely well. But that's not stopping me from making an upgrade here because we definitely still need to do that, I think. So Garuba's averaging 5 and 8. So he's been phenomenal. Not going to lie. So maybe, I don't know. But Trace Jackson Davis is really our backup 5. Maybe we eventually move him to power forward and have Garuba be the backup center because he's doing some good things right now. I mean, he's starting and we're doing really good. So I'm going to try to keep him out of this trade, but 35-17. We're going to go talk to those same teams about the same centers more than likely. So if you take a look at who's available, so Zubac, once again. Another guy I didn't consider was Toronto's Jakob Poeltl. So maybe we can go for him as well. He would be pretty interesting to go get. I actually think he'd be kind of perfect for what we need. So 19.5 million, 8 and 8, a block. I mean, Poeltl is kind of exactly the kind of modeled center we need. So let's see if we can make something like this happen. So let's offer Buddy Hield once again, and then we're gonna offer slow-mo. We're gonna have to include that salary. So Buddy Hield and Kyle Anderson, and then 2 seconds. Let's say we do 2 seconds, and also I mean, can we get away with just offering like Quinn Post maybe? No. I mean, do they have anybody like David Duke we get back in return of Matt Ryan? I don't know. So 2 seconds, Buddy Hield Anderson for Jakob. What do you say to that? They don't agree. I do think Jakob could be worth a first, though. I'm not going to lie. So maybe we just trade a first and call it a day. So we trade our 2026 first. We're a good team anyway. What do you say to that? They still don't agree. Okay, I'll throw this second and this other second, but after that, I'm just backing out. And they do agree. So we get Jakob Poeltl. I don't get him that often, but I like the fit. So Jakob Poeltl, they actually don't want to start, which is very interesting because I didn't just trade for this guy for him not to start. So Sorry, Trace Jackson Davis, but I can't imagine you'll ever be the starter. Maybe one day in real life, but in 2K, you just don't progress that much. So, Jakob has to be the starter. So that's what we're going to do there. So, Jakob we'll move him to the starting 5. So, actually, Garuba is now starting. But, going to move Garuba out because Garuba is not going to be the starting center, even though he's been doing good things. It's got to be Jakob and I'm very concerned on why they don't want to start him. Okay. What do you say now? Watch, it's going to be somebody else now. Okay, it's finally this Pirtle. Okay. The Steph, Pajimski, Kuminga, LeBron, Jakob Draymond Green, Trace Jackson Davis, Garuba, and then Kevon Looney. I mean, we don't really need that many centers playing, right? So we're going to give Alvarado these minutes, and then we have Trace Jackson Davis and Garuba. I mean, maybe we can move Draymond to a small forward spot, I guess, in theory, and then move... Yeah, so maybe we do something weird like that. So Draymond moves to small forward, and then Trace Jackson Davis to power forward, because we kind of need guys in position. So that is what we'll do. So we'll see how that goes. And boom, that is the rotation. So that's going to kick, like I said, Looney back in. But we're going to keep it at Alvarado being the backup there because we don't need that many centers playing. Okay, let's run it. 35-17. Bring in Jakob Let's see how it goes. So Luka Doncic ends up winning MVP once again, but this is the end of year number 2, and we do get LeBron James and Steph both making All-NBA second team, which is a really good look for us. So we end up as the 3rd seed in the Western Conference to get to play another California team. Thankfully, we're not matched up against the Thunder, which is a great sign. So you had 33 from Steph, 27 from LeBron, 21 from Kuminga, and 12 from Pajimski. It is still the Sacramento Kings, though, so you never truly know. Sometimes they pop off. Maybe we lose to them. Hopefully not. Somebody current round against the Kings, and we are going to beat them in 5. So we're on to round 2. So we don't get bounced round 1 this time. We drew a very, very tough round 1 matchup last year, but this year we just get the Kings. So they're actually starting Looney over Jakob I don't know why. I mean, no, they're not. I don't know why I showed that they are. I don't know. Regardless, let's see how this is going to go. We get to play the Dallas Mavericks in round 2. They got, LeBron James, former teammate with Kyrie Irving. A lot of history there. Steph versus Kyrie back then in finals matchup. So here we go. The money current round against the Mavericks in round 2. And we're up 2-1 right now. Can we go up 3-1? Yes, we can. Wow. I didn't mean to click somebody current round, but we actually make it to the conference finals. Okay. And now we get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. So OKC, they have Shea, VJ Edgecombe, Lou Dort, J-Dub, Chet, Nikola, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Kaysen Wallace. So this is our chance, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat the Thunder, but here goes nothing. So game 1 goes to us. We lost to this team last year. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1. And this is where things could turn very sideways if we go down 3-1 to the Thunder. Maybe the Thunder are going to be the reason why Steph and LeBron cannot get a final championship to end their careers. But it's looking okay this game, so we do tie it up. 41 from Steph, a vintage game from him. And now it is time to see if we can take an advantage in a game 5. This one's an OKC. Let's return the favor and beat them. Although, I think we were in this position last year, and I think we lost 2 straight, didn't we? If I'm not mistaken. So, we got to close this one out, though. I don't know if we'll be able to. It's a close one. And we close it out, and it's going to be close. They might take it from us, and we barely beat them. 52 from Stephen Curry to end the game. All right, this is to avoid a game 7. This one's at home. We need to win this one. They blew us out last time in this position. Let's make sure we don't do that again. And it's looking like, oh, wait a minute. It's close. Can we? Oh, man, it's a close game. Okay. 6-point game. It's a 2-point game. I think we got to watch this. I mean, Steph and LeBron in the same court. This is special stuff. So this is only year number 2. And we still have 3 more years after this. But I think we got to watch this. So let's see if we can move on to the NBA Finals by winning this game. If we don't, we go to a Game 7 and hope we can win an OKC. But, man, would it be nice to close this out right here, right now. So we're down 2, and LeBron James is just going to put Lou Dort on a freaking poster. What a great start to this gameplay. Just absolutely bullied him, man. All right. Stephen Curry's not on the court right now currently, which is interesting. Okay. But Shea is going to take Kuminga to the rack, and Shea is going to knock it down. So, yeah. Shea is going to be a problem, of course, to deal with. Stephen Curry is on the sideline. Let me jump in and call a timeout because we got to get Stephen Curry in the game, man. Let's get Stephen Curry in this game. Let's get the starters out there. Let's get things going, man, because we cannot have Stephen Curry. We can't have Stephen Curry the last few possessions of this game not on the floor. That's just psychotic. Oh, whoops. I probably should have made sure I can skip this timeout. So now that we got Stephen Curry back on the court. Okay. So let's get back to just watching this bad boy because if I play, things will go super wrong super quickly. All right. Stephen Curry's about to get the ball. Glad he's not fouled out. Let's see what he's going to do with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander guarding him. All right, Steph. What you going to do? Shea. Going to get to Podziemski. Podziemski 3. And he knocks it down. What a shot. Holy moly. 1 point game. We take the lead. This is legendary gameplay so far. I've seen some great possessions. LeBron James dunk. Shea to the rack. Okay, once again. Oh, we get the... Okay, we get the stop that time. Stephen Curry playing good defense. LeBron James in transition. Pirtle secures a rebound. Gives LeBron. Stephen Curry to LeBron. Beautiful stuff. We are up 3 points. All right, man. And Chet is going to get the ball, but Jakob Pirtle with perfect defense. We get another stop. Wow, we lose the ball, though. Okay, Jakob Pirtle is thankfully down low, though. So technically, Shea, that's a terrible shot, but he makes it anyway. Okay. That sucks. That was a terrible luck. It's only a 1 point game. As soon as I thought we were about to run away with it, we turned the ball over. All right. Stephen Curry's got Shea. He's going to get a wide open Kuminga, though. Man, Lou Dort is not playing his best defense right now. 130 to 133. 3 point game once again. All right. Can we get a stop, though? My nose is itching like crazy. I don't know why. Shea shooting that shot again. This time it does not drop in. Okay. 3 point game. Don't turn the ball over this time, please. Braun giving it to Steph. Steph 3. Dagger. Yes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Okay. The 6 point game. As long as we had a stop here, we should be moving to the NBA Finals with LeBron James and Stephen Curry. And OKC is going to call a timeout and talk this thing over. But as long as we get the stop we're looking for, I think we got this one secured. But you never know with this game, man. Things happen all the time to me that are super unlucky. Shea is going to get the ball, I assume. And they are going to give it to him. Let's see what he's going to do with it. So he's going to take Steph Curry. He's going to give it to Chet down low. Chet shooting over Jakob Pirtle. Does knock it down. 4 point game, though. I mean, as long as we give this ball to Stephen Curry, this is game over, right? I mean, yeah, Steph's going to have the ball. They're going to foul him. Not in the bonus yet, so we're going to have to inbound it again. Steph, come get this basketball, baby. Do not give it to LeBron. They're going to give it to LeBron, I think. Or Steph's going to come with the ball, maybe? No, it's going to LeBron. Yep, it's going to LeBron. Okay. All right, LeBron. This is to get to the finals, man. I mean, these are the last few moments of your career. So what are we going to do with it? LeBron James is going to make the first one. Okay. 5 point game once again. We knock down to make it a 6 point game. And no, we're going to miss that one. Okay. As long as we don't allow a 3, we should be golden. But it is the Thunder, man. Really can never count them out. So 15 seconds left on the clock. Shea shoots a deep 3. And that is your ball game. We are going to the NBA Finals. Stephen Curry comes out with the conference finals MVP and Halliburton on the other side for the Eastern Conference side of things. But all right, man, this is our chance to get LeBron James and Stephen Curry one last championship. I mean, it would be beautiful if we win this one and they both retire, because that'd be a beautiful way to segue this video into the next 3 years of figuring out what we're going to do that Stephen Curry's gone. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still got to beat the Pacers here. So game 1 goes to them. Not a good start. Game 2, do not let the freaking Pacers of all teams be the team that spoils this for us. Wow, it is going to be the Pacers that spoil this thing. That's insane, man. All right, let's see if we can win one. I thought we had a beautiful thing going, but it's looking like it's not going to be the case unless we come back from 3-0 or something crazy like that. Why are the Pacers so good, man? I don't know. That's such a beautiful way to be spoiled, man. That sucks. That sucks so badly. I thought we had it, man. The Pacers spoil all, if not, they swept us as well. That's the worst part. Like, we just did all that to beat the Thunder, just come get swept by the Pacers. LeBron James is going to call it. Oh, we can't override it either. All right. So, I mean, yeah, I think we made it to the finals. We gave it one last run. Man, I'm disappointed we didn't get it done, though. That would have been awesome. That would have been so cool, but unfortunately for us, it did not work out that way. LeBron James is going to call it a career. I would love to do it. I mean, do I give it one last go with them? I mean, I don't know. I think it makes sense for him to be retired at this point, but we made it to the finals. Retires at an NBA Finals appearance. Do we just leave it at that? Or do we bring him back for one last final run? I mean, we gave him another contract. You know what? Let's bring the man back. Now, the simplest way to do this, of course, sorry, Quentin Post, but you're about to become LeBron James. You're about to be evolved into the next best player. So, we're giving LeBron and Steph one last run, man. I'm heartbroken that that did not work out. If we would have won, I would have happily let LeBron retire. But I have Steph on one last, another contract as well. Let's run this thing one more time, man. Let's run it one more time. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do this. All right, draft lottery. Our draft pick, of course, not going to matter. The Thunder only about to get better by adding Boozer to the team. So who knows if this is even going to matter. But we're going into year 3. And we're going to see what LeBron and Steph could do for one last final run. So LeBron James is a restricted free agent, apparently. Well, that's because, of course, it was Quinn post-contract. But let me just fix this to what it's supposed to be. It was like 54 million. Yeah, I'll just go back to that. So LeBron James, one last year. Okay, let's see if we got a draft pick. I think we do in this. Or no, we traded it for Jakob. That's right. So I don't know. They've wanted to start every center over Jakob Poeltl, so maybe we shouldn't have got him. Draymond Green does accept his player option, which I'm fine with as well. I would love to see him get a championship to end this video as well. Or not to end this video, but in this run. So Garuba is asking to come back, which I think there is some value in bringing him back because, I think his presence was felt last year. So I think if that's probably the only move we do, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So I think I will bring him back. So I'm going to bring back Garuba. I think he was pretty good for us. And then I think that's probably all we do. I guess we can bring in Simone, who might be of value. I don't know. Maybe we don't worry about it. Maybe we just run it with how things are right now and just, try to make this work one last final season. Okay. Third season. I keep saying final season, but it's final season with LeBron and Steph. No matter what, I'm letting these guys retire. Even Draymond Green, this would be his final chance as well. So LeBron James, of course, develops into a 27 because I brought him back from retirement. But Garuba's up to 79. Draymond Green's regressed. Kevon Looney, all these guys regressing. Maybe Bronny James can even insert himself into the rotation this year. That'd be kind of fun and interesting to do that with him. All right, well, we're going to give Steph and LeBron, like I said, one last run, man. I'm heartbroken that didn't work out last year. That was like the perfect story tale, but the Pacers had other plans. All right, let's load the 2027 draft class, and let's simulate this third season with LeBron and Steph. So Stephen Curry's final, I assume, farewell tour here of being on the Warriors. I mean, the season didn't go particularly great, but we're all NBA first team here with Stephen Curry, which is nice. He averaged 35. We are a play-in team, so we're at least in the 7th seed spot, so we have a chance of getting into the playoffs twice, which is nice. He had 35 from Steph. He had 25 from Kuminga, 11 from Podziemski, 11 from Jakob Poeltl, 9 from Peyton Watson, 8 from Trace Jackson Davis, 7.5, and then 7 from Bronny. So Bronny's starting to establish himself a little bit in the league. But here we go. We get the Grizzlies, and we beat them. So we're in the playoffs, which is nice. So we get to play the Dallas Mavericks. This time, of course, we don't have LeBron James. It's Peyton Watson there instead. So we'll see, man, how this goes. I don't know, man. So many current round against the Mavericks. I assume we don't get very far. But we do even the series up, so maybe we're not dead in the water just yet. We got to win Game 5, and that could give us a huge advantage. And we do have the lead right now, but doesn't mean we get to keep it. So let's see what happens. And we are going to win Game 5. Do we win Game 6 as well? Yes, we do. Wow, okay. The Thunder are gone as well. Wow, they got beat by the Spurs. So we have to deal with Wemby. I don't know if we're going to be able to deal with that. That's going to be tough. But they have Caden Boozer, Vassell, Jalen Duren's on the team as well. Yeah, I don't know about this one. The fact that they swept the Thunder gives me... Wow, the fact that we just won Game 1 shocked me through my core. But this is where... Never mind. 2-1. Bro, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, you know what? I'm going to question the 2K Sim gods. I don't know what's going on. But now we get the... Oh, they lost J-Dub. Okay, that usually never happens. So the Thunder had... Who? They had Boozer. Oh, they decided to let J-Dub go and get... Okay, interesting. Don't usually see that. Now we get Utah. But this Utah team is looking damn good, not going to lie. Instead of Donovan Mitchell, it's Davion Mitchell there. Şengün is there. And then Markin is still here. They got Grady Dick and J-Dub now. So, like... Yeah, this is a damn good looking Utah team. I don't really have, but we win Game 1. We win, dude, I don't know. Is Stephen Curry just on a tear right now? Like, that has to be what's happening. So, he's averaging 38 in the playoffs. I mean, we're getting vintage Stephen Curry. I think he wants to win one last championship, and we're up 3-0. Please don't blow this. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, here it comes. Okay, so 2K was just getting my hopes up. But unless we close them out in 6 to get to the finals again in this video... Now, they're right on our tail here, so this is going to be close, but it's looking like we're going to the finals. Wow, okay. And now we get LaMelo Ball and the Hornets. Can we get Stephen Curry championship and be done with it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Paulo Banchero joined LaMelo. Is this going to be the second time we get to the finals and it doesn't work out? Game 1, 1-0. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, 3-1. And we freaking did it, baby. We didn't get to do it with LeBron James. We got Stephen Curry his championship. Wow, I mean, he just went on a tear, bro. Like, giving him the keys to all the scoring just seemed to have worked out. Kuminga, of course, was helpful as well. But, man, let this man retire on that. Please retire on that. He doesn't. Wow. Why are we not retiring on that, Steph? Okay, you know what? Why can't I? We're going to go with him again. I would have retired on that if I'm Stephen Curry. But you know what? Whatever. We got one more season anyway, so we have Stephen Curry. I thought I'd be doing a Warriors video without Steph for a little bit, but that is not going to be the case at all. We get him for the last season as well. So bringing in Mike Brown seemed to have been a good idea because it led to a championship. Do I think we're going to go back-to-back? Probably not. That felt like a little bit of a lucky run. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. Draft pick is going to be Mr. Carpenter. Doesn't matter at this point. Steph declines a $0 player option. Don't blame me there. So Bronny James will bring back as well. Bronny got a championship, though. So we got to, LeBron got something a little bit. So we'll bring Steph. And then we'll bring Jakob Poeltl back as well. We'll give him a 2-year deal, though. Just because, clearly, I don't know what we're doing. Although this video is going to be done after this 5th season. So, all right. Is there anything else we need to do? We have cap space still? Wow. Or we're out of... No, I was about to say, we're not on a moratorium just yet. I was about to say, how do we have cap space? All right. So we do have a little bit, though, actually, which is nice. Okay. So Bronny James is ready to go. I think we just need to sign a shooting guard, and we should be solid. So... Primo, Isaiah Joe, Devin Carter. I mean, Devin Carter is kind of the perfect role player, so I'll just sign Devin Carter. So welcome to the Warriors for this 5th season. Steph, maybe we go back-to-back in the video, but I'm just happy we got the one. I'll take that all day, but let's go into this final season. So this season, things went extremely well. 62-20. Actually quite surprised about how good things went. I don't know how that's the case. We were the play-in team last year, made it all the way to the finals and won a championship. But Kuminga's averaging 29 points per game, so that's definitely helping. 13 from Devin Carter, so it looks like that was a pretty good signing. Podziemski up to 11. Did Bronny get kicked out of the rotation? He did. I feel bad. Damn. I'm sorry, Bronny. You didn't do anything wrong, but I guess, whatever we're doing seems to be working. So... Devin Carter is starting, which is interesting. We get New Orleans in round 1. I mean, I don't know. I could see this game eliminated here in round 1. Wouldn't lie to you. And no, we're going to sweep them. So, Devin Curry's on a tear, man. Do we keep it up, though? I don't know. We get Denver, Jokic versus Steph. Here goes nothing. Simulating game 1. And is it over? Beat them in 5. And now we get the Thunder. So, this is going to be the ultimate test. The Thunder are usually the team that's always impossible to beat. But here goes nothing. Somebody come around against the Thunder, and we're down 3-1. I think this is where our run ends, unless... Yeah, we lose in 6. Okay, so, unfortunately for us, not going back-to-back, but it doesn't matter. Steph, please be done. He's done. All right, that's a beautiful way to end the video. All right, guys, that was a fun little video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to end it on that note. For whatever reason, my neck is hurting so badly. I'm going to go lay down, but this is Crushables. I'm saying... Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.